Glad you guys came on in here. We had a pretty old good game here. You know what I'm saying? Another spring ball in the books. I think the one thing about it, we came out healthy for the most part. I think it was, a good day up here. The one thing about it, as far as our offense, we were able to limit the turnovers. I think we had one turnover today, which it was a tip ball. I think Javon McIntyre got intercepts on that play. A couple of sacks on some other possible turnover situations in which that they called sacks prior to interceptions. But overall, I was happy to be able to see that we were able to limit some of the turnovers there today.
Archie, how did you see Eli's bounce back? Sorry. How did you see Eli bounce back? He started off like 3 for 10, had the interception, but it seemed like especially in the 2-minute drill you guys run, he really caught on.
Yeah, I think that he's a guy in which that's a streaky kind of guy right now. And I think he kind of gained more composure as the game went on. Obviously you've got a couple of different things in which that you're not used to dealing with within this type of situation, within the draft and all that good stuff. But I think that his timing and things of that nature got a little bit better as the day went on.
You're not usually happy with limiting turnovers, are you?
Oh no. And a couple of those I said, ooh, was that really a sack? But again, I think that's always the key to victory. Is that part of the game. If we can limit turnovers, it's going to put us in great opportunity to be able to win most games.
Prior to the game, Cruz Brookins won the Conway Award. What did he show you this spring, and what did people miss out on seeing today?
Well, I tell you what, Cruz Brookins has been a heck of a player. He's had a heck of a spring for us. And one thing about it is funny because I call him a throwback player. I had one of our players tell me he's a reach-in. I think hopefully I said that right. But he's somebody in which that he's going to try to put his hat on you. He likes to play with a lot of violence. All right, and that's what we love about him. And he's been getting better and better as far as understanding all his checks, understanding where he's supposed to be on the field. I can't wait to continue to see him blossom. He's going to be a special star for us.
What's Kenny Johnson done to be such a force in the field? He got a lot of targets, had 6 passes that he caught, and the touchdown he had. How have you seen him improve on the offensive side of the ball?
Let me ask you this: did you see him come off the field today?
I don't think I did.
Okay, he probably a couple times. I mean, he's a warrior. Is what I mean by that. He's a guy, and I always talk about guys. It's hard to get true football players off the field, and I think that he's a true football player. He's a guy in which that has a great work ethic. And I love being able to go against him every day because we always, talk about iron sharpens iron, and we're making each other better offensively and defensively. Today, though, Kenny was a guy for us. He did a really good job holding on to the ball. Could have had another one. I thought that, went right off his fingertips to be able to seal even a better day for himself. But I think he's showing who he is, a guy that's a worker, a guy that's been pushing himself to the limit, and a guy in which that's working to get better and better as each day goes on in his life.
Did any of those corners stand out to you today?
I tell you what, the good thing about it, I'd have to really watch the film on it. I was looking at a lot of interior stuff, to be truthful with you. I saw a couple of things with some zone scenarios, which I had to yell at somebody else on the other team. But besides that, I think the guys played hard from what I watched. But I was looking more interiorly with my eye control today.
What do you guys see from Des Reed, not just around the outside, but also being able to run?
Tough, small package, tough guy, right? He's trying to lower his head down on guys. Lower his pad levels down on guys. One thing about it, I always talk about him being short in stature, but he's huge in heart. He runs that thing, with his pad levels, and that's what's going to help him being so low to the ground and having that force behind him. And I think that, Coach Lindsey has done a good job even showing him some of his old clips and finishing on a deep half of the field, instead of running out of bounds. He showed us some clips in which that he wants a guy to put his head down and get a couple more yards, which I always love in a player because I'm a tough guy myself, and I love watching tough players.
Looked like Gavin was able to get open quite a bit today. What's the next level for him to achieve in unlocking his game?
Keep pushing himself. All right, he's a pleasure. All right, he's one of our captains today on the team, and I love his maturity that he's been bringing in year in, year out. He's a different person each year. I think he gets better and better each year. So what you're seeing of him as of today, I think he's still going to even build more better blocks for himself in the future. He had a heck of a game today. He was telling me he was open. I didn't get the guy the ball, and they got it to him. So we're going to keep building on that as well.
Anything else for Coach Collins?
Did you like Dejon Reynolds' spring in today as well?
His spring as well as today?
Yeah.
I thought he had a couple key catches today, a couple third down catches, if I'm not mistaken. If not, they were second in medium, but he felt like some third and medium catches. I think he was sure-handed today. Did he have any drops? I know you always keep track, Chris.
I don't think he dropped one, no.
Okay, so I thought he had a pretty good solid day as far as catching the football. And again, he's going to continue to get better and better, but I think he's a good receiver for us that makes those catches.
What's B.J. Williams done to be the guy that you guys have talked about throughout this spring?
Well, B.J. Williams is a silent assassin. All right, doesn't say much. He just goes to work every doggone day. All right, I don't know if you heard him today. He didn't say too much after he got the award. Doesn't say too much on the field, but he plays with a violent mentality. So that's kind of him talking. Is with his pads, and he's another guy that's just a worker. He's just a worker. Doesn't complain about nothing. He just comes in every day, and goes to work.
Good. Coach, thank you so much.